Eastern Ukraine, where the Russians have invaded, has actually influenced the United States government to fight back and get back their oil wells. Because that's all this is about. Don't believe that this is about love and freedom. All right? The Ukrainian war is about grain and oil and natural gas. And who controls the Ukraine's grain, oil, and natural gas? Since the 1500s, the Russians have been invading the Ukraine for grain, and they didn't have natural gas in those days, but it was grain. It's the breadbasket of Europe. Of course they all want it. Friggin' Hitler, the first thing he said, the first thing the German high command decided is, we're going to invade two places that we really need. Romania for the oil, and the Ukraine for the grain. Bottom line, this is the history of Europe. People don't care about history, they only care about platitudes. No, that's it. They always love platitudes. It's like, I saw today Eric Adams. Not always my favorite guy, you know. He might have been a good cop at one time. Terrible borough president, and I know all the crooks he runs with. You know, all my ex-partners. What's even worse is that he's the earring, the whole thing. You never can trust him. Anyhow, Eric Adams said, "Come, all of you, come to New York." Total of 52,000. I was driving down 44th Street and past the Roosevelt Hotel, and I said, shit, this is going to get worse. Then there were only like 4 or 5 people camped outside. I just saw the pictures of what's going on outside what used to be a really cool hotel with a nice restaurant or two. And at the end of the day, the whole street is littered with filth and people waiting online to go get a bed for the night. Bottom line is, yes, I believe in immigration, big time. My great-grandparents were immigrants. When they got here, of course, the immigration agents didn't like Jews. All right, they messed up, they destroyed their names. Because they weren't coming across with names that they knew, like Garcia or Salvador or something like that. How do you deal with the name Zafran? How is it they'd go, my name is Faria. All right, your name's Farah. They used to just change the names. But if you had tuberculosis, you had to go to tuberculosis. If you were sick, they'd send your ass back to Europe. So they had a plan, even though it wasn't, a modern plan. Who lets in 2.5 million people? I get it, we need the labor. But you heard Nancy Pelosi, with the scarves and the multi-millions and the husband who's a crook. At the end of the day, what was her answer? Well, somebody has to pick the crakes. What the fuck are you talking about? Cesar Chavez is jumping out of his goddamn grave. Okay? They used to have a great pickers union, and you want to bring all these new people here to work under the minimum wage while you're busy telling us all how to woke ourselves. Why? Because you wanted your grapes picked? Then you find out bitch owns a vineyard.
That's why.
Right? Bottom line. Her and her husband own a vineyard. Yeah. I bet she was down there with a school bus saying, everybody wants a big grape. Come on up to San Francisco. Great place to live. After we throw you off the farm, after harvest season, you can go live in Oakland and San Francisco, and your kids can get addicted to fentanyl. Mm-hmm. All right? Mm-hmm. You can go there, and we can show you all these, safe injection sites where you can get drugs. This is crazy, man. All right? I don't care which party it is. You don't do things without a plan. What was the plan? It wasn't just for them to pick the crops. I get it. We're running out of people in America. My kids, Generation Z, whatever they call themselves this week, they don't want to work. All right? Gen Z didn't want to work. The millennials didn't want to work. So they bring in all these people. I mean, I said to Sunday, I said, look at this guy over there doing push-ups. And I said, shit, he's praying. Where'd he come from? I mean, where'd he come from? I thought these were all Spanish people escaping torture and death in Venezuela and Costa Rica and all these terrible places south of the border. They're coming from everywhere. So this is how it goes. Somebody has money to get on a plane from Africa and go to Mexico to walk across the Rio Grande River. To do what? What are you doing? Listen, this is what's wrong with America today. No plan. Yeah, Trump don't have a plan either. He just wants to build a friggin' wall. All right? That's not a plan. All right? You're going to have to plan for all the labor that we need, and now supposedly unemployment is over? Yeah, because people have gotten used to sitting on their ass. You can get an EDP. You can get one of them cards from Department of Agriculture.
I love it.
There's like 5 or 6 programs. You can make $100,000 a year being unemployed.
Yeah.
Unemployed. You can sit on your ass playing video games and watching Netflix while unemployed and still feed your family and pay your rent. It's fascinating. It's like, what did we do? Is this 1984 turned over? I don't get it. All right? I'm not funny. You see, I'm not funny. All right? I'm just telling you things that are real that you're going to laugh at. And what's the biggest thing we're going to laugh at? 24 phone calls the guy testified to, and Joe never, first of all, he said, well, I never discussed my son's business with him. But beyond that, he said, I never knew about my son's business. So the guy who got on the TV today, this is the Democratic Party spokesperson. Look, if the Republicans at least put Byron on. The black congressman from down south speaks beautifully. They put on Goldman. Goldman is the heir to Levi Strauss. He's a billionaire. Do you think that we want to hear from a billionaire how Joe Biden wasn't a crook? You were in there with him. I bet you got a sweatshop in the Ukraine producing fucking Levi's 501s. All right?
Oh.
Really? Levi's wasn't produced by sweatshops? Tell my great-grandmother that. All right. That's my time.
Always a pleasure. So we're going to do this again. You ready? And the music's on? Are we still recording?
We're still live.
We're still recording, which is a great thing. And it is a great thing. Oh my God, I have to reach down. Don't bend over like that in jail. That's what they told me. They certainly did tell me that. But you know something? We're going to start with the comedy of V, because she has to be somewhere tonight. Let's do it.
Oh.
Hey, ooh. You can still hear me. Everybody say, hey, V.
Hey,
V. Hi, you guys. I never met you. Hi. Yeah, you know I'm the single mom of 2 sons diagnosed with autism, right? But did you know that's the source of my sparkle of crazy? Yeah, I actually am crazy in this eye, just this eye. This eye be holding it down. When something happens and this eye goes, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? This eye is like, I got you. I got you. Have you guys ever walked in the door, 2 holes in walls? Those were 2 S's. Plural, anybody? No, it's just autism shit. Just autism shit. Anybody ever walk in the door and furniture just demolished, smashed up? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, just autism. And this eye goes, what are we gonna do? And this eye goes, you didn't like that chair anyway. Throw it out. Yeah, I've come home to my son out back, running, jumping, leaping, naked. Yeah, with this high top Converse on. Yeah, you know, he's not the kind of guy who will take his pants off and then put back on high top tennis shoes. He's not that dude. So I love imagining him trying to yank those skinny jeans over them high tops for 27 minutes. That was some autism shit. Yeah, that dude, that's my youngest. He doesn't have language. My oldest has language, but when the non-speaker, when we don't figure out what he needs, mayhem ensues. But when we do, it's all nice. And then when we don't know, it's kind of like this, like with most regular people, but he opened my laptop 360 degrees. It's no longer a laptop. It's a flat top. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you how it happened. You see, I woke up this one morning, and I heard this sound. And I'm like, what is that? Now, I'm back up a little bit. Anybody here live in a house where you got to listen throughout the house to see whether or not people are trying to get into your shit?
Oh, no.
No? You're probably the one trying to get into somebody's shit.
I know.
Well, that's the scenario. That's how I live. So when I heard that sound, I was supposed to beat it in there to the sound, right?
Oh, yeah.
By the time I get there, laptop, keyboard, face up on this sofa, monitor, face up on this sofa, wires in between. And I went, oh, couldn't believe it. I took it to my computer guy. He went, oh! He had built it. He refurbished it. It had all the premier suites. I had everything in there. Bootleg. You know I'm black. I like free. Yeah, that's why I lost my mind. But he fixed it, you guys. He did. He fixed my laptop. I brought it back home, and I put it right back on the desk. Seriously, I put it right back on the desk. Clap it up if you've ever ignored that little small voice. Clap it up. All right, I'm putting it on the desk. And the little small voice goes, do you think he'll break it again? I stood up and went, who cares? It's fixed. I was just happy. Guess what happened the next morning? Huh?
You broke it.
Yeah, I heard that sound. And you know I ran in there so fast, and there he was, running, jumping, leaping, flapping my laptop in the wind. I don't know what saved him from me choking him out. He did survive, and I took the laptop back to the computer guy who was waiting for me. Good businessman. He put this thing on the desk. Doom. I said, what's that? He said, military grade. I'm like, military grade? He goes, yes, this is a military grade laptop. You can run a tractor over it. You can run a tank over it and it won't break. I'm like, for real? He's like, yes. Ooh, I was so happy. I took it home to my son. Wait, sidebar. I saw my military grade laptop in a Steven Seagal movie once. I was like, that's my military grade laptop Morris Chestnut is fingering. It was so exciting. So I took it home. I showed my son how to use it. And then I went and hid my laptop. So I go to my room. I walk out the door after hiding my laptop, and I look down the hallway and to the living room, and there he is with his brand new military grade laptop, open, face up, and he's in full lunge position, trying to break it. Ooh, it was the happiest day of my life. You know I lost my mind. I went into full HBCU marching band moment. You can't break it. You can't break it. You can't break it. You can't break it.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, that's what I did in my head. Because if you're a parent, you guys know it's better when you catch them to get that eye contact. So I snuck up on him stealth-like. And when he saw me trying to break it. Now you know he's nonverbal. So I imagine he was saying, are you fucking with me? So I responded in nonverbal speak. I said, which means, hell yeah, I'm fucking with you. I'm a mama. That's what we do, people. Didn't you know? Didn't you know from West the term derives, cometh from it? Motherfuckers! Yes! That's how women keep the world in check. You heard it here. From your girl B. Everybody say, see you later, B.
See you later.
I can't wait to see you guys again. I love you all. Follow me at BBB Comedy. Say it with me. BBB Comedy. Now keep it going for the one and only Suda.
I can't handle it, but we got more yet. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Justin Sunset. Let me hear you. Yeah.
So, there is a lot of division in the world over Crocs. I think I'm the only one who's like, if you want to wear them, wear them. If not, not. I don't know how to online dating. I went to online dating site, and the ladies, some of them, they say I love Crocs, and the others don't. So I feel the division, but I have friends who are all, I don't know what women want, and I say to them, you're overthinking it. Half of them want Crocs. Let's keep talking about clothing articles. I think every clothing article that exists has had its day. Like, it was celebrated at one point or another. Except men wearing shorts. Sorry, bro.
This is a heat wave. Fuck you talking about?
I love you, man. I don't think that has happened yet. And the way I know, and I like to wear shorts, it's never like, no one has, when I wear shorts, ever been like, those are amazing shorts, bro. That doesn't happen. People have said to me, that is an amazing t-shirt. Every other clothing article has been complimented of mine, but not shorts. Also, that some of the ladies, they love Harry Styles. And Harry Styles will come up dressed as a pink unicorn uniform. But even Harry Styles has never worn shorts. Just saying, shorts not yet has its day, you know? I'm also not only Justin Sunset, but I'm also Fonsington Turley Farnsworth. Let me explain that. Like LA, like the city of Los Angeles, it has a lot of other cities inside it. Like Hollywood, where they make the movies. Santa Monica, with the skateboard surfing people.
Yeah.
And Pasadena and Silver Lake, where the hippies are. I'm a hippie. But there's a town inside of Los Angeles called Brentington Turleyville. And of that, I am the mayor. Mayor Turlington Farnsworth. You feel me? We have a main street with like the town hall, and in that shit we have a game inside the town hall. It's not basketball or like soccer, but it's like the walls are orange and yellow, and there are scary puppets in the hallways. And some of the scary puppets are actually scary people dressed up as scary puppets. And you have to just run for your life through City Hall and hope you make it. Listen, all you other Los Angeles people, be careful when you drive through our town. I hate when you have to use water for something. Because, like, at that point, when you're using water, something already went wrong. Like, can you think of some examples?
Cereal.
You need to wash your ass. You need water for that.
True. Unless you have a bidet or bidet. What is this thing?
Bidet.
Bidet. But yes. But also, even for something like making tea, bro, you need water. Like, you feel me? Can't somebody give me a finished fucking tea? Bro. I think I should talk more about my municipality of which I am the mayor. Do you all want to hear more about Brentwood, Turlington, Fonzville?
Yes.
We have a fountain, but that shit is like round, like a round fountain in the middle of the town square. So cars always get lost because they're just like, where the fuck do I turn, bro? And so I had a big problem. Everybody was like, Mayor, where the fuck are your streets, bro? So I told those fuck, bro, Google that shit. Furlington, Fonzville. Bro, it's not that hard, bro. We all have Google on our fucking phone. Why are you driving around the fountain? I'm a mayor. I'm busy. I cannot do your GPS for you, bro. Be careful when you drive in Turlington, Fonzville. Because the hooligan people had, like, soccer hooligans, you know what that is? Mm-hmm. They had stolen our street signs, bro. Cars come to Turlington, Fonzville, completely confused. The mayor gets angry letters, and then I'm all, bro. People do not know how municipality works. Okay. I honestly don't have tattoos, but I like tattoos. But the reason I don't get it is because you can't get a job as mayor of Turlington, Fonzville with a tattoo.
Damn.
Do I have more time? Oh, how much time I have?
You have. Oh, it just hit 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, dog.
That's perfect. Okay, so, the moment, this is how I will like fuck up the system. The moment when the next mayor gets elected to Turlington, Fonzville, which we don't have elections. I don't know how I became mayor of that. I got a letter like of it, but when someone else becomes mayor, I'm finna get a tattoo. Turlington, Fonzville, mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, wait, you can't become mayor with that, but I already fucked up the system with that. You feel me?
I feel you, dog.
Okay, so I love you all. Thank you so much.
Where can we find you?
Justin Sunset. I'm going to make an Instagram so you all can find me. Justin Sunset and Turlington, Fonzville, Mayerton, Furlington, Turlingtonville.com.
No, put it back in the
Okay, yeah, you're like, don't touch me.
No.
Hey, yo.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Give it up. Come on, first time here, Justin Sunset. Dancing in the moonlight. Oh my God. Get up, Nicholas. It's that time to do it. All right, come on. Standing up here without hitting his head on my cameras. Get up for Nicholas. Yes.
Hello, people. Let me see the audience. Okay.
Yo.
Hi. Is that Mr. Moody?
Yeah.
So, hello, sir. You got nice. Some bangs are amazing. Wow, that's beautiful. Good Prince. Kanye back there. Boy, that boy, look at it. What is that? What is that on your wrist, man? That shit is all bright in the dark. Oh my god.
This
Nice,
is
sir.
the Apple Watch.
I'm glad you didn't go to prison.
Look.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that's the last time I seen you. He was scared he was going to jail.
No, it's not that. I was scared. Going to jail.
On the line.
Going to jail before. I did okay for those 3 months.
With those
Yeah.
Starbucks cups.
Those what?
Can't take that to jail.
Can't take what to
That
jail.
cup.
A Starbucks cup.
Oh, no. You have to find a cup that a guard has thrown away, and you use that for months at a time. You wash it and you share it amongst the other prisoners, and you cook noodles in it and shit. Unless you want to buy a $1 styrofoam cup through the store. I can tell you a lot of weird jail shit. So it amazes me that noodles are like $1.25 for 1 pack. And I don't know. So yeah, brings down the room if I talk about me going to jail.
My bad. I'm just happy you out, bro.
In the
I mean, you go in.
The system. Fuck that. White people don't want to hear that. They got a lot of browns in here today. Yeah. Hunter, I think you're brown. Mr. Kaplan,
I think so too.
he's a surfer guy, so he's brown. I don't know him, right? Damn, we do take the room, Mark.
Right?
Brownish. So, haven't been here in a while. I've been taking care of my dog, you know, my kids. I don't really do shit. I just like cook food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I cook this bitch ass dog food. I bake this bitch yams. And then like I cook her some carrots. Then I brown a pound of fucking ground turkey. I mix that shit up. Then I add some dry dog food in that shit for her. And that bitch still bites. I do all that, and she still just fucks me up. And it's okay. She's a dog, I understand, but I don't know. I love that bitch a little bit too much. She biting me like that. And she's only 4 months now. I got her, she was 3 pounds. Today she went to the vet. This bitch 25 pounds. Right? She is, that fucking paw is like, she just growing. I don't know if it's me, like, or am I just giving her some like big energy? Like she just sitting around me. She used to be this fucking big. Now she like here. The white people love her. You know,
I know that.
fucking love her. They speak to her, but don't speak to me. That shit is upsetting. It's okay though. I almost lost to the Coyotes earlier this week. Yeah, I know, right? I thought it would teach her a lesson because I told her no. I don't, you know, like, I recognized I didn't see any rabbits that morning, right? Because they usually have rabbits and these little fucking prairie dogs, they be all out. They be chilling and shit. So, this morning, I didn't see nothing like that. I saw one singular dove that was in a tree and then just happened to come down in front of my little puppy as soon as I took the leash off this bitch. And I was like, oh, you an evil little dove, what's going on here? And she jumped off in front of him and then she fluttered her ass about 20 feet off. Just enough to entice my little bitch ass, dumb ass dog to go chase her, right? And I'm like, okay. So she runs out this way and then she goes this way by a fence. And I'm like, okay, I got you. I grab her up, bloop, start walking. Hear a white man behind me say something, don't know what he said. No, he wasn't speaking to me. He might have been like, that's a beautiful dog from 30 yards away. I'm not sure. But I turned around and he moved to the side and I was like, okay. He was like, they just had 2 coyotes walk behind you. And I was like, for real? Seriously? I turned around and they had a third one about maybe 10 yards away just crossed by. And I'm like, they're so beautiful. These creatures are amazing. Like, and I've seen coyotes, but them little bitches is small with big ass ears. These niggas was like little they daddies had to be wolves or something. Like, I don't know. These some thick fucking coyotes, right? And this stupid bitch never realized them. And she still wants to do what she want to do, biting me to get her off a leash.
Yo.
Right? That's how I feel. Stupid bitch. So, I don't know. She survived. I can't teach her no life lessons. Like, I feel like I can let my kids, like, go somewhere, and I can teach them lessons like that. Like, they don't, like, live a hood life. I might go drop them off somewhere and be like, walk down the street. You know? I might have to do that one day just to get them niggas to understand, like, this is life.
Right.
You know? Can't do that anymore. Get stabbed or shot, then I cry. Have to be a vigilante. No, I can't do that. That would be awesome though. I got that size. You know, if I get in shape.
Bro, you Batman.
Yeah, right? Not really Batman. I just fuck shit up. I don't know. Just like kick niggas in the chest. You should stop doing stupid shit. I don't know. I have no clue. I had weird thoughts today. No, for real. Like, does anybody know who Black Moses is? Black Moses, anybody? Isaac Hayes, people
Said,
call him.
oh,
yeah.
exploitation.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, I don't know. I like that man's music, right? And if you listen to Never Can Say Goodbye, that's like the perfect song to get your dick sucked to. Like, especially if it's with the woman that allow you to control the stroke and, you know, hold the hair. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. I wanted to put it on my phone and just have it in my head and get the stroke going. I never can say goodbye. No. Like, I just don't. I don't understand why it's so lovely. Like old music, that's all I listen to. I really. Art LeBeau has been dead for many, many months, and they still got that nigga's voice on the radio. Like, do you understand?
Yes.
I hate that shit.
Ugh.
Like, I listen to it on Sundays, but this nigga has been dead for 4 months, and you still got him taking requests.
I know.
I don't understand it. Like, is his family getting paid? Like, I'm just confused, and I love everybody. All right, I love everybody. All right, but these bitches that be calling in on this fucking Art LeBeau to these prison dudes,
Right. Always.
I don't like them hoes, and I feel like there should be some sort of expose where you like find these bitches, track them down, and fuck them. And then expose them, be like, Art LeBeau, this bitch is a hoe. Like, you put this man in jail, you out here sucking dick, then calling in while you sucking dick. I want to tell my baby I love him, and this is Smiling Faces by the Undisputed Truth. I love you. I'm going to take care of your babies. Bye. Like, what kind of song is that? So, I don't know. And also, I need people to understand, like, if I like music, that's my music, nigga. There ain't no dedication. Like in real life, when you put something on with somebody, they be like, ooh, get you feeling type way. No, bitch, I like this song. This ain't how I feel about you. It's a good fucking song. The fuck? Why everything gotta be the fuck about you? Fuck. Harold Melvin and Blue Notes, bitch. What the fuck you talking about? I been love that song. Ain't got shit to do with you. Fuck. I'm sorry. So, yeah, thank y'all. I haven't seen anybody in a while. I have a watermelon for you if you want it. It's nice, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's a whole one.
Take one.
Sounds racist, but it's
I
for
know,
real.
but you know,
Hey, yo.
like where it's at. Where do we find you, man?
Nowhere. I'll be here maybe.
You're gonna tell me for Popo
I
walking.
had been fucking. I couldn't even get that shit in there. That's horrible.
Hey, how many times I make you do it when you first started? Get from Nicholas! Don't bend over like that in jail. I just want to give a round of applause to our comedy concierge, Samantha, over here, Samantha Linderman, and welcome to the scene, Jason Ham. Yes, Jason Ham he is, Ham I am. And of course, if you need any copies of any videos or have editing done, that's why we're here, to make this, all right. And so right now we have the comedy of Hunter White.
Oh, shit! Keep it going! What is that?
They say bring your best foot forward, so I bring tired and moist. How are we doing?
All right.
Just start this recording because I'm working on being a better comedian. Art, it's a process. Little about me, I used to be into politics, then I did some drugs, and now I really like trees. I also want to talk about my name. My name is Hunter White. I feel it's very uncomfortable because I've never done cocaine in the White House, and I am the least white guy you will have seen today. We're doing it. We're doing it, just us. By the way, I did not realize you had on a Crocs shirt until like 3 minutes into your set, so that was phenomenal. Give it up for the mayor here.
Jay is here.
Yeah, I just turned 30. Yeah, thank you, Sam. It's fine, no one else. Anyone else? Anyone else like early 30s, just turned 30?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're almost there. 31.
31? What'd you do for your 30th? Anything interesting?
No.
Nah. I probably shouldn't have done anything. I went to Arizona and did mushrooms in an energy vortex. Because I commit to the lifestyle. You know what I mean? No, I went to Sedona, Arizona. If you are unfamiliar with Sedona, really small, beautiful town, painfully white, just like the whitest place in the desert. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this whole comedy thing doesn't work out. You'll find me lost, wandering the desert for 3 years. Am I finding enlightenment or homelessness? You decide. The answer to that question directly relates to how fun you are as a person. Let's go. It was good. I'm glad I'm 30. I'm glad I'm out of my 20s because I avoided a lot of mistakes in my 20s, right? I never started a podcast or sold t-shirts. So I'm winning. And I don't know. I just feel that starting a podcast and selling t-shirts is just the same vibe. Just like the same energy. It's either like your next great idea or it is your last idea. Like, oh shit, this podcast has to work out, or all that's left is a GoFundMe for my cat. Yeah! Look, energy on a Monday, great. Again, I'm here, we're present, I'm in therapy. Yeah! I'm in therapy and started seeing a new therapist, which is fun. It's always like a really fun first date, seeing a new therapist. Right, Mayor, if you're anything like me, just trying to suss out the vibe, right? Try to figure out what type of relationship this is gonna be. Is this a hey Eileen, I have crippling social anxiety? Or is it a hey Eileen, I've spoken to aliens? And what is this vibe? And I don't know, I'm assessing me as a person, figuring out, I guess, my faults. I don't find them faults because I'm stubborn. I realized I am incredibly stubborn. Right? I haven't done laundry the correct way in my entire adult life. Right? I don't measure the detergent. I do it by feel, people. Right? I don't separate lights from colors. I'm not some woke laundry abolitionist. I'm just not gonna let a laundry tag tell me how to run my life. I'm in therapy for a personality disorder and maybe I'm dyslexic. You think Big Laundry is gonna tell Hunter White what to do? Never addressed myself in third person. That was weird. I don't know. I'm in a relationship which is cool, but I'm deeply insecure about that relationship. Not just because of me as a person, but is anyone in here just in a relationship where they make vastly less money than their partner? Any broke bitches in here? Yeah, we got some nods. It's fine. I'm up here telling the truth. No, but I don't know. It's weird, being in that relationship because, people said, oh, is she your sugar mama? Nah, mama never bought me shit. This lady buys all of my takeout. It's crazy. And I don't want to be a douchebag who just takes and takes, so I do what I can. I cook, I clean, I do the dishes, I take out the garbage. I'm like Andrew Tate's dream girl up in here. Like I give her 2 coffees, stay in the kitchen, hope she lets me ride in the Bugatti, people. It's fine. I'm gonna call y'all functional for not getting the Andrew Tate joke. It wasn't that it wasn't funny. Y'all are healthy. It's fine. Don't know about a human trafficker. You survived. I had a little rewrite on this one. So I'm like trying to figure out like where I am in the world. Like in my 30 years I've been here, I think there are a few things that really changed the world. Mainly the internet. And I got mixed feelings about the internet. Because why did no one warn us about the internet? They warned us about all kinds of stuff. Fast food, drugs, video games. But nobody warned us about the internet. Oh, but video games. Tetris caused Columbine. GTA will steal your virginity. But nobody mentioned the internet. And thanks to this whole WWW, I'm 30 and equally nervous about TikTok and fluoride in the water. Like, are the government programs? Do the Amish have mind control? Did Barbenheimer turn Bud Light gay? I don't know, people. But I'm just 2 wild pieces of information away from thinking that Taylor Swift is a reptilian named Donda. We're figuring it out, I guess. I don't know. I like the oh shit. I take that. I'm gonna think about that later when I'm sad and be like, it's working.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is obvious, but I don't fit into society in like the normal way. It's not a bad thing. I'm just a little different. And I realized this when a couple months back I worked at Vaughn's, like the grocery store, because my life was going really well, Mr. Mayor. And there was this dude named Martin, and we love Martin. Loves to ask you about yourself, ask you a bunch of questions, but Martin asked me what I do for fun, which I didn't know how to answer that.
Okay.
Because like I feel like people for fun, they're into like movies or sports or politics. But I do this, and that's not a 10 a.m. conversation. And I'm also like falling down rabbit holes about secret societies and magic. Also not a 10 a.m. conversation. And I did say magic, and I don't mean like Harry Potter, rabbit in a hat magic. I mean like maybe scare your grandma and maybe I'm going to hell magic. Because like I don't know if I believe in God, but I believe in wizards now. And that's weird. I didn't see that coming. I'm also like a crystal guy now. I didn't see that coming. I was like a man of science, and now I'm like a TikTok crystal mommy. And it makes me uncomfortable. What is the end to that? Don't remember. Oh, I remember. I'm like, crystals, forever I thought they were bullshit, but like now I believe in them. And guys, I feel like I believe in crystals like the same way I believe in socialism. Like I think it's just to piss my dad off. I'm still trying to figure that one out. What do I have? I've had like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, right? 2:10. There we go. I've done this set a lot. Thank you for bearing with me. I like conspiracy theories. They're fun. Obviously, I'm into conspiracy theories. But like, I think we're just kind of losing the thread on conspiracy theories and like missing the ones right in front of us, right? Like, especially with all like the alien talk going on right now, we're just not paying attention, right? Like, I love a good flat earther. Got any flat earthers here? They're the best. I love flat earthers though, but like, the thing I will never understand about like flat earthers, why aren't they talking about flat moon? Yeah, think about it, people. Flat moon. Thank you, Suna. We can walk around the earth as much as we want. But we look in the sky all the time, and it's the same weird cheese guy in the sky all the time. Also, side note, the moon is supposed to come out at night, but that motherfucker is out during the day. I do not know how. The sun doesn't come out at night. I digress. But like, the fucking moon, what do they say about it? Oh, it's connected to the tide of the earth. It rotates in conjunction with the earth. The other side is the dark side of the moon. The dark side of the moon. Well, that's interesting, because I don't know if y'all remember this, but like 5 years ago, we put a helicopter on Mars. But we can't take a flashlight to the dark side of the moon? What is over there, people? Easy, I know. You know what? Nothing. You know why? Because it's a cookie put there in 1964 by Caitlyn Jenner and COVID-12.
Okay.
Do your own research is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, you guys have been great. Give it up one time for Sunda Kroonquist for putting this all together. Keep it going for Sam. She looks like Therapy Barbie. And my name's Andrew White. Have a great night.
Oh my God, I'm trying to feel. So anyway, guys, we're having a great time tonight. And if you guys are watching, please say something nice online, because I just want to know, I just want to tell you guys that lately I've been finding myself surrounded by white people, like a lot of white people. Like seriously, like they got sheets under their cars, okay, to pull out for me. But when I go, I have to invite this guy, because I don't have to take an Addy for his energy. I don't need an Addy. I got the power of Patty. Is Patty here tonight? Where's Patty?
Patty! Come on, one more time. Come on, it's an infusion of energy, and give it up for Hunter White. Come on, Hunter White. Hunter White, what a great name. Sounds vaguely racist.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Grand Wizard's name.
Yep.
Hunter White. Kind of a younger, hotter Yule Hauser. Woo! Does Yule Hauser a reference that will even work anymore? Do you guys clap if you know who Yule Hauser is?
I'm not answering. I'm lost.
You look like every kid that tried to sell me weed in middle school. And I love this, Mr. Sunset. Is it Justin Sunset?
Yes.
I love, because the gum you were chewing as you were doing that, it's very reminiscent of like a high school football coach or a guy who teaches karate at the mall. Is it just me?
You want to see something?
Nick, that worked a little better than I thought it was going to work. And Nick, give it up for Nick over here. Nick loves his dog. I like it when a stereotype plays itself out. I'm a white guy who pays way too much attention to my dog.
Yeah.
I love my dog. I fucking love my dog. I do. Because I've had my dog for 19 years.
Wow.
She's never once asked me for money. I can't say that about the other two bitches that I love. Constantly fucking asking me for money. I am a parent. I'm a father. Thank you very much. That doesn't get much. I thought that would do better than that, because that's where y'all come from. None of you would be here without us. I have 5 children. 5.
Oh my God.
I like Mark. He kind of looks like a mafia don who moonlighted at Trader Joe's.
Sunda's father.
Sunda's father.
Oh.
Damn it.
Mark.
Yo.
Hey, yo! No, I'm up here. I'm up here, and I want to tell you something. What a fuck! I'm doing so good.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I can't tell you. I thought, I was doing so great. I thought I would drive 20 minutes to get here, and then pay $10 to be mildly ignored by you. Most open mics, I feel like Chief Justice Clarence Thomas feels about affirmative action. The slow bigotry of low expectations. Just don't expect much. Okay, not legally. That's right. That was a reference that requires some political knowledge. I mean, why over? I swear to God. I both, this crowd right now. I both love and hate you at the same time. Really, it's like managing a soccer team of developmentally disabled children.
Oh my gosh.
Who are trying to play soccer and running in all other fucking directions, but there's no fucking ball. The ball doesn't fucking exist. I say that, but I do love you guys, and I say that because I have to. Basically, at this point, I'm trying to win you back from wherever you are. But that's okay. This is a point in my act where you guys, all of you, just look at me and feel a little bit better about yourself. Drink me fucking in. That part of my act is over. I know what I look like. I know I suffer from a condition that's commonly caused that motherfucker probably voted for Trump face. I did not. I voted for Sleepy Joe. I'm having a little buyer's remorse, whether it's on foot or horseback. Not a great on a bicycle. I don't know if you've seen it. Are you guys here? Is this the Xanax? Let me get a little energy from them. I'll go to 3. I need mutual orgasms around the room. 1, 2, 3. Give it up! Give it up! That's right. That's right. Springer's dead. I'm taking that bit. I'm taking that bit. Hey. I know I look vaguely like I play pickleball. You know, pickleball? Pickleball? Pickleball is the preferred sporting activity of aging white men who can no longer afford to play golf. That's what it is. The economy has been rough the last couple of years. It's been rough on me. Hey! I said, hey!
Hey!
You guys know the difference between a golf ball versus the real owner of the cocaine found at the White House and a woman's G-spot. Men will never stop looking for a golf ball. Okay. Here's the deal. Clap if you think that was Hunter Biden's cocaine. By the way, it's a 3 Hunter Biden joke minimum tonight. Clap if you think that was Hunter's cocaine. Just clap for fuck's sake then. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you why that's not Hunter Biden's cocaine. There was a half gram left in the bindle. He doesn't have that type of self-control. Second of all, as we all know, he's a crackhead. That was powder. He's probably name a more successful crackhead than Hunter Biden. You can't. The man is at the top of that crackhead heap. His head is at the top of the crackhead totem pole. To be honest with you, that coke could have been left over from the Trump White House. It could be Don Jr.'s. It could be Don Jr.'s coke. But I know whose cocaine. You want to know whose cocaine that was? Do you? By a round of applause. Commander, Biden's dog.
Absolutely.
Commander, Biden's dog. That dog, since that cocaine has been found, has bitten 17 fucking people. He bit a fucking Secret Service man in the nuts. Basic cocaine withdrawal. Do you remember the other dog before, Major? Major's still in rehab. He disappeared. That's where that fucking dog has been. I can complain though, but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. This is the greatest country on earth. We're lucky to live here. Clap if you live here. We are lucky to live here. Okay, we're lucky to. I'm an immigrant. I came to this. I know I don't look like one, but we do come from this side of the crayon. We do exist. The media has you look at me and maybe kind of just feel, I know who he voted for, but no, I'm an immigrant. I came here when I was a fucking fat little boy from Ireland. And the thing is, there's adversity here. There's some adversity here. But I was a Catholic boy in the middle of a fucking civil war in Ireland. Okay, there were so many bombs, my mother looked forward to the gunfire. Oh, Paddy, go out and play, you fucking little queer. It's only gunfire. Come on, don't be a little cunt. Ireland, that's a low-level swear word. But this is really, I know real adversity. I know tremendous adversity. I worked for Ellen DeGeneres for 7 fucking years. 3 times a month, she'd throw a full can of Diet White Claw at my head for making eye contact with her. Do you think I fucking quit that job? Are you fucking out of your mind? It was a great job. You know what my grandfather did for 40 fucking years? He was a bovine inseminator in Tipperary, Ireland. It's a long way to Tipperary, but not long enough if when you get there, you're sticking your arm up a cow's vagina. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If he can do that, I can deal with an angry lesbian in an air-conditioned office. I'm just telling you. You know, I worked at a show called Family Feud. You ever hear of that? Yeah. I worked for Steve Harvey, who is he's different in person. He's very businesslike. You know, but I admire him. But his teeth scared me. He makes over $100 million a year, and he puts half of that in his mouth. He has a very severe. He's got a big mouth too. His mouth is. He can't really. His teeth are so big, he can't really close his mouth. Have you ever seen him close his mouth? He can't do it. His mouth is big though. It's big enough. big enough to stick your head in with your hat on. Also, I worked on the Muppet Show. You clap if you remember the Muppet Show. I worked for Miss Piggy, who could be difficult. You know, she was a diva. Also, she wouldn't work on Jewish holidays. Never fucking take your time with that. The fucking bunch of you. Well, listen. You guys have been very mediocre, and I mean that. I don't mean as an audience, I mean just as human beings. But if you keep coming to this mic, opportunities will be presented to you. Mark my words. I got a gig through this mic, a celebration of menstruation.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you guys have figured it out. I don't menstruate. I'm a non-menstruator. Yeah, but I was brought in, because on the exchange program, a certain number of non-menstruators there. And here's the thing about it: the men know this, women know it better. But at some point, men, we earn our red badge of courage.
Oh my God.
And that is what I call period sex.
Yeah.
Period sex. Clap, clap. Give period sex a round of applause, would you? Because I remember the first time I had period sex, my penis looked like a crime scene. I said, "Oh! Get in the red tape," because men, she was not that shocked. She was like, "I should have put a towel down." Menstruation was the original mental health day. Remember? So it was mental health. You just call in. It was usually a guy saying, "I'm having stay home, stay home." But I'm going to share a story with you, and then I'm going to get the fuck off here because the energy here is blinding. It's blinding. But I was in Rancho Cucamonga at a Fuddruckers. Have you been to Fuddruckers? And there's a couple, and they were arguing, and I could tell they were married because married people argue quietly. Kind of like playing charades on cocaine. The guy says, "Rebecca!" It was a white couple. Yeah. "Rebecca, I don't want to hear another word about your period. It's disgusting." Whoa. Believe that? I want to say something. A woman's period is not disgusting. Menstruation is not disgusting. It is a joyous celebration of the fact that you're not going to be a father for another 30 days.
30 minutes.
Once again, a celebration in mediocrity here tonight, but thank you for allowing me to be here. You've been again underwhelming, but you can find me at Paddy for Comedy, PADDYFORCOMEDY. I book a show on Wednesday nights at the Mix in Pasadena. Come on by. You never know, you might wind up with a spot. And let's give it up for Sunda Grunquist. Come on!
Patty, let's see where we're going next time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It had to be a Klan rally. Can I say that?
I asked when we got there, what time do you guys like to cross?
Oh my God, Samantha. Come up here. This is the comedy concierge. Without her, you have no spots. Get up here. Give it up for Samantha. Lindemann. What's up?
I don't think you guys are mediocre. Or I might, but you'll never know. Thank you so much. Today, it happened again. I had an Uber driver who I've had before. For probably the 8th time. This was a preferred one. I was really happy about it. This guy, he picked me up from the Beverly Center where I work. Fuck. She keeps telling me not to do that. Tell people where I work. And then I bring them from the mall here, and they do weird shit. Here. Keep the Beverly Center there, and keep School of Comedy here. But I can't. Shit where I eat, and I'm clumsy, so I eat shit all the time. But he was cool, but I got in the car last time, and I looked to my right, for a possible amenity. And I see, 6 Magnum caution wear condoms. And thank you so much. And I go, "Is this for me?" And he goes, "What?" And I go, "You know what I'm talking about. You can't really hide these. Magnum, caution." It said caution on it. That's just what I found really crazy. crazy. It's like, okay, we gotta have a big dick. You're like, be warned. Are you ready for this caution cock? Caution cock needs a good cushion, baby. I do that. I do that during sex. I do. I swear to God. I swear to God. I turn into this frat man. You gonna do it or what? I do weird shit, but not like good weird shit. If my tits are out, my toes are out, I cancel out. But one time, I'm just gonna go in a lot of different directions, and we'll see where we go. One time, this guy asked me to take my sock off, and I knew what that meant, right? That he wanted to see what was underneath for some sort of pleasure. That would cause me like discomfort, you know, like, so at the cost of me, supposed to make you. So I laugh, right? And then he goes, okay, then just call me daddy.
Oh shit.
I laugh again, right? Because I'm like, you have to be kidding me.
Right.
And he sits down and he's like, and I'm like, are you okay? And he was like, not really. I was like, why? He was like, I just feel like you think that like being here and being hot is enough. And I was like, damn. And then I cried. And then we had sex again because I'm a giver. Every time I'm about to see somebody's penis for the first time, I go to the bathroom and I'm just like I'm an actress. So I'm just like, I'm in my head, I'm like, wow. Dude. Just don't give me a preamble about it. You know what I mean? Don't tell me that your girlfriend, or sorry, ex-girlfriend required you to use a device to amplify what you were given by God.
Right.
Just don't tell me that. You know what I mean? Just give me money. God. One time this guy messaged me, you know, after. And we weren't a good match. You know, he didn't let me vape in his room. And I was like, after what I just put in my mouth, you're gonna tell me what I can't get to, okay? Okay, 5'6", okay. But afterwards, next day he's like, I think I have ED. And I'm like, I get it, I have a shaved head, like I seem woke, I don't want to talk to you about an eating disorder right now. I don't care. He's talking about erectile dysfunction. And I was like, dude, like I can't, what is it that you want me to say to that? No, I'm not a doctor. Your function's fine, I promise. Yeah. Give it up for being on your period. Anybody else? No? Just me? Just me, me and GQ. Me and GQ are always synced. But I just feel like if a guy offers period sex, that he thinks that he's like the king. You know? Girl. I'll eat you on your period. Guess what? I'll even let you suck my dick on your period. Wow. Like, you just give me flowers. You know what I mean? What's my middle name? I'll eat you on your period. No, first of all, you won't. Because I wasn't on my period last week. Who saw the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
Right? Be honest, I know you guys, I love you guys no matter. Who's never gonna see the Barbie movie because they're a guy? Yeah, right. I think it was a great film. And I like that me and Candace Owens have something in common. Because she fucking made a statement. Do you guys see? She was like, I can't do a Candace Owens, but I like can't. Like, she's her own first. Oh my god, doing an impression right now. But she was like, I know this is going to upset a lot of my Republican counterparts, but I found that movie to be inspiring. And I was like, get a job. Like, I don't know. I'm like, who's paying for this? Like, what room are you in? Like, what is the podcast rental studio? Like, why can't she be here paying us to do a clip about the Barbie movie?
Right.
What kind of Barbie would you guys be? Anybody know what kind of Barbie they would be? I think we have a couple Barbies in the room that, like, Barbie only likes Asian women. Barbie.
That's me.
I know. I know my bro. Dude, we had one teacher who it was like his classroom, it was like all of these like old bands and then like UCLA and then just paintings he did of Asian women in the wind. In motion. I know. And then he got fired because he had his shirt off on Zoom. I'm like, dude, your camera could have been off. That was your one shot to nipple rub. And you mess it up? Dude. I dropped out of college. My dad doesn't like when I say that. He goes, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm like, it's true. He was like, you're on a break. And I was like, is this friends? What's going on? We're not on a break. We're done. We're done. I'm doing this now. Oh, I'm talking to myself. Ooh, that was good to check. Okay, let's look at my notebook. Anybody else have notebooks? Here's the thing. I'm going to have a notebook. I have about 10 circulating. There's one in an Uber right now. There is one at a 5-side frat house in San Luis Obispo. And probably like 4 under my bed. Oh, how come when you add girl to the end of a word, it's bad? You ever notice that? Fan girl. Nobody calls a Zeppelin head like a fanboy. You know what I mean? You're just a fan. You're simply a fan. You know what I mean? E-girl. Gross. Little girl. All of a sudden it's so bad. Men's mental health. They get so much praise just for having feelings and saying them. They say them at the worst time. They say them while you're saying yours. In the middle of you saying it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like feeling like a boundary or something. It's like a kid learning words. That's the word. The worst thing in the world is somebody that you know is not going to get better. I'm not talking about like really like detrimental, like the gray area of mental illness. Like they're not going to hurt themselves or someone else, but it's like they're not fun to be around. Right. There's no cure for that. Yeah. And so they go into therapy, and I'm like, can we have a group session, but you leave the room, and I just tell your therapist like it is. You know what I mean? Because they're never going to see them for who they are. You only hear their point of view. I'll do one more. Okay. It'll be so quick. Comfort man about his, I think I have ED. I made out with a guy in a fedora. Oh, no! In public! On a hot summer day. This guy, we went on one coffee date, and we have Snapchatted profusely for 3 years. And never kissed, anything. But I get a message one day and it says he's got a girl. And it's not I got a girl, it's he. So I'm like, somebody took his phone, you know what I mean, whatever. Blocked. So every other day, I'd go on Snapchat, I would put his username and see if it was not there, whatever. Every other day, I'd star 67, call his phone number, you want to answer, whatever. I make a fake Snapchat, My username's music forever, the A's are 4. My name's Kyle with the fire emoji, and I tell him, hey, I really like your stuff on SoundCloud. And then 3 days later, he messaged me out of nowhere. Do I tell him?
No.
That I'm Kyle? Like, is that funny?
That's hysterical.
That's hysterical. Have a good night, you guys. Hey, you can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH.
Yeah, that's right. I got it. So far, so good.
Oh my God. Thank you to Sunda for everything that she has ever done for me. She's my boss and my mentor. I can't do anything without her. And thank you to Mark, who's going to NYC tonight, and he still came out here. And thank you, Jason.
Right, Jason Ham.
About you.
We're so excited. And I got a gift for you already. Isn't that amazing? Everything is A-okay when we have the power and the pleasure of the one and only Anya.
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Let's do this.
Hey!
What's good, bro?
What's poppin', y'all? What's good? Man, it's really dark in the back. I'm faded, so I'm very like sleep was calling me. I was ignoring though. I did my job. I'm still awake. Man, what did I want to talk about up here? I know we had some, oh bro, your set was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
I was ready right here.
Thank you.
Man, I feel like if I ever would have to be like something other than a human, like if I had to like be a word, I would want to be one of the words in his vocabulary. Like I feel like they're just running out. Like they don't even like there's no order. They're just like popping out. Like the sentences are so. It's like art. It's like Van Gogh. Like I don't know. It's like just. You know how they tell you like if you like see a word and the letters are in different places, you can still make out the word. It's like that with sentences. Like it was crazy. Like I was like, bro, I know what he's saying, but like how do I? Like I was impressing myself by understanding. I was like, bro, you're doing so good. Like keep it up.
What?
I'm so proud of me. Through you, I needed it. I needed it. Shit, bro. Dude, Mark, you said like somebody was like at home making millions and doing whatever. I'm like, well, can you let me know what they were doing? You said they was unemployed doing that, and I ain't touching nothing near millions, and we are in the same situation. I'm disappointed in myself.
I didn't say millions.
100,000.
100,000. Hey, that's a lot more than what I have now. Okay, we will take that gladly.
Applied for the wrong programs.
The wrong program? There's programs? Okay, we'll talk after the show. I don't know what I want to talk about, man. I really just be coming up here sometimes, just like to ramble and shit. Oh man, meeting new people is always fun. Meeting new people is fun. I went to an audition recently, and I met some people, and they saw my necklace, and they're like, oh, like, what is that? Like one girl's like, oh, is that Ohio? Nope, Nigeria, out of America. But like, oh, you're from Africa, like that's so crazy. Like, what was it like out there? Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but like, were you guys like these like wild animals like everywhere type shit? And I'm like, yeah, because I like to lie. I don't know why. It's like, it's just fun because they don't know me. Like, if I'm confident enough as I say this, who's gonna fact check me? So I'm just like, yeah, of course. She's like, oh my god, like if you're living with wild animals, like isn't it scary to like have them around? And I was like, well, nah, it's kind of like stray dogs in your neighborhood. Like they see you around, you kind of have like a neighborhood lion, like they know you. Like it's. And then it's like one of my friends, like she came up and she heard me talking to this girl, and she's like, oh my god, shut up. And I'm like, what do you mean shut up? It's like he was only in Africa for 3 years. Like he wasn't even like the first 3 years of my life. So I was like, there's no story to tell. My lies are exposed. It's fine though. I'm a comedian. I'm allowed to, right? What's the gig, bro? What are we doing, man? I don't even know what we're doing with life. What have I done recently? I mean, this is happening, right?
Yeah.
Dude, swear I'm having a conversation with myself, and there's like me filling in the gaps. Like, fuck it, let's do stuff. I love talking to my friends and shit because I feel like that's where the majority of my material comes from, like just talking to them. And like we're all like moving up in life and shit, and it's really cool, and I'm really proud of everybody. And it's always like one of my friends, he's always like gets emotional in the chat, like, bro, like I'm so excited for all of us, man. Like, and I just know like money isn't gonna change us. Like I'm so proud of us. And I actually just left the conversation at that point because I'm 100% sure that money is going to change me. I'm too confident. Like I've already seen it do it in small amounts. Bro, I've seen it like little amount of money has changed me. Like throughout the week, I be eating like mad regular, like Oreos, cookies, toast, waffles, cereal, the regular, sometimes the oatmeal. Right? Sufficing. Like I'm enjoying my week, you feel me? But like let a paycheck hit my account, bro. My whole fucking diet changes, bro. I be going to restaurants ordering shit I ain't never ordered before in my life. I be like, hey, yo, give me the filet mignon, niggas. What filet mignon? Niggas, the bottom of the page, $62. Yes, I have it. It's expensive. I want 2. And she's like, how do you want it done? Like, I ain't never ordered this before. You trying to embarrass me, ask me questions, give me a quiz on it? Excellently, do it the best way. I don't know. You the chef, do your job. I don't know. Because here I'm a customer with money. I gotta emphasize the money.
The money.
Right. Ooh, I haven't done this in a minute. I love like telling my friends how I like give money to people just on the street sometimes. Like if I go to weed shops often, and I'm paying cash, and like I'm giving that money to the community. You feel me? Like I'm doing it for them. Right, it's a trickle down. You feel me? Like the government says that, I can say it. It's all connected. So I'm going back to the community with this money. I'm giving it to the homeless population. You know, I'm feeding people with this money off this weed purchases. And my friends are like, oh my God, Anya, you are such a good person. Like, I can't believe you're doing that. And honestly, no, I'm not a good person. I just grew up around like hidden camera shows. You feel me? Like, even now, like it's popped up again. Like it's a YouTube thing. Like people are like, oh, I need $1. Do you have one single dollar? Just $1? Oh, why did you give me this $1 today? I feel like the whole shit is popping right now. So I'm always like, that's always in the back of my mind. If somebody asks you something, I'm like, who the fuck is around?
Right.
Who the fuck? Is that really a Pringles bag? Pringles come in bags? It's a camera. Of course you can have $1. Nah, but like I grew up, I was watching the show called What Would You Do? You ever seen that show, bro? Yep. Talking for John Quinones, right? John Quinones. If you don't know who that is, he was the host of What Would You Do? Racially ambiguous, that's why he's a great host. You don't know what he is. He could be anything. It's beautiful. So I always had my dream of like going to the grocery store or something, and like the lady in front of me is like, oh my gosh, I'm $5 short? What would me and my baby eat? You feel me? And I'm like, don't worry, ma'am, I got 5. In fact, here's 10. You know, maybe get something else for y'all on the way home, get some McDonald's or something. And John Quinones comes out. He's like, oh, I'm John Quinones. What would you do? I'm hyped. Like, oh, shit, yes! I know it was you, bro. I seen the van outside. They don't shoot the show out here. The license plate said New York. I'm always on it. Y'all be seeing van. Y'all be panicking like, oh, my God, it's a pedophile. No. It's John Quinones, all right? Look at the license plate. They're just shooting the show. We used to do weed jokes. Let's do this one. I know time-wise, I probably would like 2.
You have 2:30.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I felt like I was happy to be close. You know, I didn't.
Aren't they all?
Still proud of myself. Aren't they all? Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Whoa. What does that mean?
Since you really.
I don't know. Going back to giving to the homeless. There was like a funny situation. One time I was trying to like leave a weed shop. And there was a homeless guy that came up to me, and he was like, man. And I was like, excuse me, sir? Like, what'd you say? Like, I was reaching for my wallet. I'm like, expecting him to say something. He's like, a weed or meth? And I stopped because I said I had cash. That's neither of that option. Like, I don't see. And then weed or meth, that's 2 totally different vibes. You feel me? Like, you gotta pick and choose the life you want to live. That's probably why you're in the street right now. You're just doing anything. You feel me? Like, can't be smoking meth, listening to Wiz Khalifa. You gotta pick and choose the life you want to live. Can't do both. And this is like back when I was still working, you know, at my job, and I was like, I'm in a uniform. Like, this is the meth giver outfit. Like, is that what the outfit was giving? Like, when I put this on, like, nobody told me the outfit was giving meth. Like, and a bounty of meth. Like, meth to share. Is meth a shareable drug? Like, I've never been with the homies. Like, hey, bro, what you finna get into? Some shit, bro. I'm finna buzz down this meth. Like, rocking with you no more, bro. We gonna do meth. We can do weed. Cause you can go to church, smell like weed. You got an excuse, you know. Smoking weed to get closer to God, further from the devil. It makes sense. You're getting higher. Think about it. Just think about it. But I think I'm close to the end, so we're gonna close. I'm Anya West. It's ONYEWST. Right. Go clap for me, clap for Sunda.
I don't have speakers like him. He's so fancy all the time. I know. You know, people watching, I know what you're going to ask if it's another Black Night. And remember, every night I'm here, it's Black Night. Hi! All right, so let's keep it black. I'm kidding, guys. I'm going to bring up the comedy Christy. Yes, let me hear you. I'm kidding. Christopher, we're ready.
Oh,
That's crazy as shit.
sorry, he just needs to put his phone back up. He's good.
Okay. Like we later? Okay, we gotta do
She
this.
get that? She knows the drill.
Yeah, I got plenty he gotta catch. Let's go.
Oh, okay, good thing. Your energy's now on deck, just so you know.
What do you mean my energy?
In a good way.
It's always good. Okay. Let's bring him up one more time. I don't hear it.
Still a mix.
Let's bring it up one more time.
Yeah!
Okay.
All the way.
Go stage left. Go stage
Good.
left. Come on.
Oh, shit.
That's how you're gonna edit. Come up stage left.
Man, I'm glad
Ladies and gentlemen,
to be that of a student that's appearing to be having
you know what?
teach something.
Let's just love him to death. Okay? Just give it up for Christy Ass. Let him hear you.
I did not press the record button.
I got you, man. I'm
Shit.
We're chilling.
Wowie.
Oh,
Put this
shit.
right here for now. It's right there, okay, Cinda?
Okay.
All right, okay. There we go.
It's not tapping.
No, yeah, you have to be really hard with it.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
really, really hard. All right. Sick, okay. Yeah, I had my first crunch wrap the other night after the gym. I didn't wash my hands before, so there was just a slight chance I ate some ass. You know, there were a bunch of baddies sweating it up back there, so it's a W. Definitely. I love me some ass of that female nature. Hey, appreciate you. Shit! I'm off the fucking ghost. You guys are so fucking drowsy, maybe you need a ghost yourself. It's energy drink right there. Yeah, shit! Right, so, the term, sneaky link has a bunch of definitions to it. See, one friend, right, said it was a chick he preferred to keep hush about. You know, he had a little fling with his coworker there. I mean, I guess she wasn't the best. Then my other friend, right, he thought it was just a chick you just cheat with. Me, I'm just the guy wondering what I'm even gonna do with this information. See, a chick told me the other day that there is no such thing as the duality of man. Her nips were poking through her muscle shirt as he was saying it, so go figure. Yes, I love me some titties too, man. Boobies make me smile as well. Hell yeah. Everyone's just pointing out your fit except for your sandos right there. Honestly, I'm fucking loving it, my G. For real. Shit! You know, hey, appreciate you, Josh Kaplan. Holy shit, I get this guy's presence. A lot of rare appearances. Round of applause for your guys' selves. All right. So, you know, I woke up one morning to my mom knocking on my door really loudly. She's like, hey, can I look for my white can opener in your room? Yo, if that's not the most blatant code word for I'm trying to look for weed in your room, I don't know what is. It's like, I'd be dead before you catch my lucky za. Smoke. Sheesh. Speaking of death, right? If heaven, right, as you pass on, turns out to be just some fucking clouds and sky, I don't want any of it. See, if I were God, I have it so that, you know, you could spectate history without it tearing a hole in the space-time continuum. Yeah, man, I mean, shit, if you want to witness the actual carnage of the Civil War, hell, maybe witness Kanye before he went rogue and turned into Kanye? Or view your favorite porno scene at infinite angles. You can't. Just give me your soul. I'm God. But yeah, man, I actually watched the latest Oppenheimer. The question that had me asking toward the end there was, you know, why'd they call both gadgets Thin Man and Little Boy? I imagine they were thinking about some other fucked up shit while building that besides death. If you ask me, the set turned into an atomic bomb. Hey, that was a good one. Jesus. What the fuck? Fucking, I love you guys' energy. I mean, I guess it's mediocre, as Patty says. Fuck. Guess I'm calling out everyone. Name drop! Right, so, shit. Me, right? I've been going through a lot of reevaluation, so to speak. You know, see, the album, Paul's Boutique, the Beastie Boys. I always bump that shit on the way to my open mics. I bumped it on the way over here. You know, a lot of reevaluation went into that album, right? I mean, that would do it to you, the move from New York to LA. But particularly, and yes, I know I look like fucking Ad Rock, okay? But yeah, particularly the case of MCA, you know, he reevaluated the way he addresses women. He also went on to apologize on Paul's Boutique for the way he referred to them on License to Ill. So, you know, I'm kind of going through that same thing, man. It's like, you know, where I did like a bunch of bits, you know, talking about women's issues in more ways than one's past sets. But, goddamn, dude, I sure as hell don't want to keep doing it. So, women, please, for the love of God, make me stop. I need some new material. Lastly, right, I always feel I go against the grain. Literally everything I do. I mean, why I'm here, right, doing comedy. I mean, that's what's keeping me from working a bum-ass retail across the street at Westfield. You know, every simple instruction, I go against the grain. See, I met, with my cousin, my older cousin, at a family party. And she revealed to me a side about herself I just did not see coming. But at that very moment, I felt like I was on the same plane with her. Mushrooms. And so I asked her, hey, how do you just put up a front and live the life you want to live? Y'all want to know what she said to me?
Yeah.
Live your life against the grain, motherfuckers!
Oh.
Yeah! I'm Chris Diaz. That's my set. You can follow me on Instagram, Guymane, GUYMANE__. I just put out the podcast too on YouTube. It's called The Laugh Cut. Episode 1 is out now. You go search up on YouTube, Guymane 187. That's me, guys. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.
All right. Thank you. Hey, you might as well just stand there, buddy.
Oh.
No, not you, him. This one. We gotta. I know.
Like,
This is the fastest open mic in the town. I know that. We only got like one more person. We haven't even been here for 2 hours. It's just a wonderful thing, isn't it? So I'm feeling groovy, so I have to get you down and bring up the comedy of Mr. Michael Mooney. Would you need a picture?
Oh, no. I thought you told me to keep standing here.
No,
I was
this
very
one.
confused. Sorry.
That's okay. You sit.
Like,
You can sit.
At least you got this on tape, for real. This is
It's so funny.
Oh,
It's so
yeah.
funny.
All right,
But you
so
got
it's
to sit.
over.
I gotta get
It's
you.
over.
Yes, stage right. You can go up stage right. There you go. We don't do an acting class in here. You guys gotta get some monologues and know how to walk on the stage and do a red carpet, all that stuff, man. Let's go up with Michael Mooney, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's do this. He took my mic stand.
I'll find it. Oh
Get
shit.
it for me.
Yeah, I got you. It's right here. It wasn't that far.
oh, shit.
I don't know. How do I feel? It's Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Mondays. Mondays are fun. Right? That's what they say. My name's Mike Moody. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, man. I grew up with my grandparents. Y'all know that. I don't want to do that, but y'all know. I don't know. Y'all already know where I'm going with this.
Where I'm going.
I don't even want to do that shit. I don't know. But no, like, okay, so I'll give you more context. My parents passed away like a month before 9/11. You know what I'm saying? So, the day of the attacks, the terrorist attacks, me and my siblings, we just watched the country catch up to the sadness we already had. You know what I mean? We didn't even know what was going on. I was like, oh shit, they made a whole assembly for our feelings. This is great. Let's see. Oh, the world is, got people staying on stage longer than they're supposed to. It's like we in a weird space. It's really wacky, even though it's fucking Monday. It's a weird vibe. I've been watching, paying attention to stuff. But no, yeah, it's a weird world we live in. But everybody's trying to make it better. The pandemic made us sit down for a little bit. You know what I mean? That shit scared the shit out of everybody. You know what I mean? Shit, Jay Electronica put his album out finally. I was like, fuck, the world's gonna end. This is crazy. That's only for the black crowd who knows who Jay Electronica is. He was calling our bluff for a long time. He really thought that shit was really about to end. He put out an album. I'm doing a lot of black material tonight, so some of y'all will be lost. I'm just trying to figure it out. But no, everybody got to figure out who they were to themselves. You know what I mean? And then we went back outside, and everybody was like, "Hey, this is who I am." We were like, "Great." That's what happened. But I feel like everybody's like an activist, like for their own particular set or lifestyle or whatever they are, like who they are. Like they're always they're an activist for that. Like everybody's like Martin Luther King of their shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like their shit. And that's just kind of annoying. Like someone I don't know. Because everybody blames that shit on a phobia, like their emotions, like what happens from the day to day. They don't like me because I'm black. They don't like me because I'm trans. They don't like me because I'm a woman. I'm like, what happened to just like not liking people for the content of their character? I feel like that was the Martin Luther King quote. That's what he died for, right? That's what it was about. Don't group me up like and rally me up for a fucking social fight if you just a piece of shit person. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking. No fucking. It's no march needed. You're just a terrible person. You know what I mean? Like, and that goes for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, people be on Twitter like, my job is racist. I'm like, nigga, you fall asleep at your job. Like, that's a you problem. Like, we didn't do anything about that. I don't know, people, and that sounds like I'm not being tolerant of people's problems, and I think that people say black people are not tolerant. Black people are extremely tolerant. Black people go through a lot of shit, you know what I mean, and don't do shit about it. They just let it be. You know what I mean? Going, you know, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s last week, you know what I mean? Somebody's like, they'll encounter some bullshit, and they'll be like, this is just how white people are. This is just how it happens. Like,
That's it.
there's no moment. You know what I mean? You gotta have a lot of tolerance to be black. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
That's a lot of fucking tolerance. You know how much tolerance you need to like sit in your house and not do nothing while fucking white people have a Southern Baptist Burning Man in your fucking front lawn? You're like, as long as they don't come in here. So we're very tolerant. I don't like that. It's not true. We put up with a lot of shit. Black people, they say black people are homophobic. I don't think that's true. Black people got terms and conditions. That's the whole thing. We got terms and conditions. We're not homophobic. We just got shit that we subscribe to. Like, the only time you'll see a black parent allow their kid to be entertained by a drag queen is when it's a Tyler Perry movie. Like, that's the only time that we'll let that shit fly. You know what I mean? You can be as gay as you. I don't know if you guys know about black culture, but like, you can be as gay as you want, as long as God is involved. I don't know if you noticed that. Black church is gay as shit. So.
It's true.
Tell me I'm lying. No, my cousin used to go to this church, and it was like really gay, and it just was, and nobody said anything about it. And then we went, and it was one time like. You know, the choir's supposed to come in, like,
right.
Yeah, the church was, like, they just vogue down the fucking aisle. This shit is gay as a motherfucker, man. It's cool, I guess. I mean, that's what makes the church go around. Like, if you listen to, like, a men's choir of straight men, that shit sounds terrible. Like, these are deep cuts. I know Anya knows what I'm talking about. You see a choir with a nigga full of wives, that's some bad music. Like, it's not good. It's not. It's just not good music. But you can get away with it. It's cool because it's church. You know what I mean? You ever heard phrases that you say like in like a church in the South, like, so I don't need a wife. I'm in love with Jesus. That's the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. Can't nobody do me like God can. Do what? What are you talking about? Please give me some clarity. Oh, yeah, this shit'll probably send me to hell. Not really. But no, you don't keep, like, everybody, like, we keep what we want to keep. That's what I think, you know, like you get older, you grow up in black church, you keep what you want to keep. Like, you just listen, like, you just pay attention to what you want to pay attention to, and you just keep that. Like, you guys ever been to, like, somebody's house? Like, you can't take the church out of a person, no matter what you're doing. You know what I mean? You can't take, like, you ever been to a black person's house and they're, like, pre-gaming the gospel music? Like, it's a very interesting thing. Like, somebody's, like, rolling a blunt to Kirk Franklin. Like, isn't right. I love the rebirth, nigga. Hosanna, that shit is fun. Like, they just love it. They love it. I got 2 minutes left, don't I? Something like that, right?
2:30.
Thank you. Okay. I wanted to get that black church shit off because I wanted to figure out how it sounded. Okay. Yeah, I mean, That's enough of that. I'll go back to the universal jokes. Relationships is interesting. I had a chick that I fucking blocked calling me last night, like in the middle of the night, and then when I asked her in the morning why she called me, she told me she wanted, like, she didn't know why she called me. It was weird. This is weird. I had blocked her, but then I like got drunk on one night, and then I unblocked her because I was gonna text her, and then she texted me like the next day. I was like, we got synergy. Like, this is. I'm trying to fix that though. Like, I'm trying to change it because my new kink now is like I'm into women who are emotionally stable, and it's very hard to adjust myself because the craziness is easy, bro. It's so easy. So fucking easy to go with craziness. I saw this shit. It was this chick, and I was going to this show, and I was on the bus, and it was like Latina chick, and she had like a fucking McDonald's uniform on, and I was like, that shit is attractive. I don't know, like, I don't know, something about it. Her body, but also like what she had, like how she, like she would conduct, like she was like she really like knew how to, like, you know what I mean, like I don't know what it was. It was something about, like, it was a homeless dude walked up to her, and the homeless dude was like talking to her, trying to spit game, but he was like dusty and shit. And then like, but she treated him like a human being, and I thought that was like very attractive. You know what I mean? Because she treated him like a human being. And then she gave him like spaghetti out of like this like Tupperware container, and I was like, oh my god, she's so giving. Like, I've never seen this shit before. Like, you know what I mean? I've been in LA for like 5 years now. I ain't seen that shit in a minute. I ain't seen a random person care for no reason. Like, that shit is weird, especially like when you on your day-to-day moving around. And then, I don't know, because she could have done that shit like we were in Hollywood, you know what I mean? Like, it was spaghetti in a container, so, you know what I mean? She could have made him cup his hands together, and she could have poured that spaghetti into his raw palms, and be like, this is my grandma's shit, I can't give this up, you know what I mean? She could have done that, but she didn't. So I'm looking for a chick like that. I'm looking for a chick who don't do comedy. I'm looking for a chick who don't do... I don't want her to monetize her frustration with me, like, on a public scale. I feel like I should be the only one doing that. I don't know. I'm a piece of shit, but I don't think it's fair that we both could do that right now. It's just not cool. It feels like a competition. Thank you guys so much. You can find me at Mike Moody 91 on Instagram, and then I have a special coming out in a few weeks, so I will let you guys know about that as it's happening. Thank you guys so much.
Excited! Hey, there we go. We're on the run. We've got the comedy of Josh Kaplan. Let's bring him up. Let's do this.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, look, this is fast. This is fast.
What's up? How we doing?
What's up? What's up? Josh boy.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor. What's up? I feel like we all need better jobs now that he's in mayor.
We're hiring other politics.
Other positions?
Politics people.
Yeah. All right. We could do head of Asians as Patty.
Yeah, that would be me.
V could be head of autism.
Shit.
Some shit like that. It's too tough. I'm gonna do this. Oh no. Anyway. It's Monday. Alright, I'm just taking it out. I changed my mind. Because I won't sit for this shit. Not a lot of Rosa Parks in my blood. I don't fucking know. It's just the truth. My friend with diabetes' birthday's coming up. And I've been thinking a lot about what I want to get him, you know? Like, should I get him like some sugary snacks that he likes? Maybe like some new syringes. But I've settled jump rope. I'm getting him a jump rope. Yeah, might be too soon though. Like, he just lost his foot. Yeah, I'm more worried about finding a one-legged jump rope now. He'll walk it off. I didn't bring my own microphone, I'm sorry. I feel inadequate. I brought a whole backpack and I got no microphone. Did you guys see that Pee Wee Herman died today? Yeah. You know what they...
Hey, yo!
You know what they say about Pee Wee Herman? He's dead. Yeah. That was my whole joke. My whole thoughts on Pee Wee Herman. I didn't watch him much. All I know is he was alive, and now he's not. You know? Does that make me better than him? I don't know. He can't defend himself. Yeah. Let's get philosophical, because why not? We all are asked, like, to live in this, like, contradictory state all the time, where we have to be happy with where we're at, and we also have to want more. You know? Come in.
Yeah.
Please. I'll catch you up. What up? Oh my god, the watermelon is here. Let's go. Happy I didn't say that Rosa Parks shit now. What's up? Anyway, we all have to, like, be happy now, but also want something else, you know? And it's not just like your career, it's everything. And so, like, for me, it's like I'm happy with my body, you know? I mean, I am. I don't. Is that a joke? I feel like I exercise. I feel good at most times, you know. But like, also, I'm kind of still at the age where I have some hope that my penis is gonna grow more. Yeah, you know. I still got that fire in my eye. Like, one more growth spurt. I'm gonna get that thing where you get both hands on it. It's gonna be me. Yeah. I feel like when men lose that, that's like a real turning point. A real turn. It's like you stop shooting for the stars and you start shooting skeet. You know? It's when you get a shotgun.
Watch out with
I don't know.
It's gonna come out.
Is it gonna come out?
Yeah, don't pull it.
Leave it. Leave
Please,
it.
please, no.
Leave it.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just
Stop.
gonna.
You spin
Don't tempt
me
fate.
right. Oh, my bad.
How much you gotta spend?
Hey, yo.
Yeah. This seems like a great time to try some shit out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's up? I really want to lean on something. All right, I'm gonna sit. I'm fascinated by like the different names that we go through in life, like the different stuff we're called. You know, like I started Baby Josh, Little Josh, Joshy, Josh, Uncle Josh, Aunt Josh, Daddy, Dad, Grandpa, Old Man Josh, Great Grandpa. Then it's Josh's body, the cadaver's organs, the cadaver's perfect organs, blender fluid, pink paste, chicken McNuggets, protein intake, stomach pain, liquidy excrement, soiled jeans. I don't know where this is going. Clogged toilet, dirty plunger, dirtier plunger, bacterial infection, virus sample, patient 0, patient 10 million, patient 10 million's organs, chicken McNuggets. I'm trying to say McDonald's is holding on to us.
They are.
Yep. You guys like science?
Yeah.
Not really.
No fans of science? Hunter left. Science will rule the room, I guess. I'm not really like a scientist, but here's my scientific fact. For every one baby that's born, there's 2 unhappy people.
Hey, yo.
It's my science. It's less of a study I got, more of like a involuntary text conversation with my parents. They're very adamant about this fact. We are unhappy because of you.
Oh.
It's not even true. All right, I'll tell a little story. So, the other night I was walking, because I like to, and I was just walking down the street, residential area, not a lot of lights, not a lot of people. Got my headphones in, so I'm just listening to myself. And I like vaguely see this woman and her dog, but I'm walking. I try to walk by her. She stops me. The woman on the street just stopped me. She says, "Hi, what's your name?" I said, "Josh." She said, where are you going?" I was like, "Just to the store, get some groceries." She's like, "Oh, there's a grocery store here?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where is it?" I'm like, and she's like, "You can walk to it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm walking." Like 10 minutes go by. She's asking me questions about myself. Like, where do I go to school? What do I study? What do I want to do? All of this. I'm like, okay, I got to get a word in. I know nothing about her. She's just like I shouldn't be giving her all this information. So I look at her little shit dog, and I'm thinking, like, what can I say? So I say, why does everyone in LA have such small dogs? I was like trying material out or something, I don't know. And she just like looked at me, the first question I asked her after like 10 minutes, she just like, because no one in LA has the balls to have a big dog. Everyone here has tiny balls and tiny penises. And for that they have small dogs. This is fucking real. This is real. I got a name after that. And so I was like, you know me, like, I'm a smooth talker, like I gotta look out for me, I know what I want to say. So I look at her dog again, I'm like, are you trying to imply that you have tiny balls and a tiny penis because your dog is small? And she didn't, she had big balls. That was good. She was weird. She was like, you can find me online. Just kidding. And I was like, sure. And then I unfollowed her a few minutes later. I don't know, it was weird. You talk to people on the street here? No. I was like, why am I was like, she's 30, she's blonde. Like, she's walking to her car, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's weird. She's one of those people who drove to walk her dog.
Right.
I was like, do you live around here? She's like, no, I just drove over here. Fuck does that mean? Just walk. That's the whole point. She like spit at one point. She did like a huge spit in front of me. I was a lot of mixed signals there. I thought I was like, I'm young enough that I could still get kidnapped, but also, like, should I like do something? I don't know. Yeah. Here, let's tell everyone my favorite joke. Jesus. Give me an Ayo.
Ayo!
Everybody give me an Ayo!
Ayo!
Give me a sheesh!
Sheesh!
Alright. Anyway. I'm just trying to get some Chris Diaz in the room here. This is going so well, guys. Chris, do you have a job?
Oh, no.
No? How old are you?
I'm 26, my G.
26? Oh, you look younger than that.
Yeah.
Who's on your podcast with you? What do you talk about?
Oh, I have on my podcast the famous Grady Hooper. We touch on a bunch of things. We touch on how you should have sufficient protein levels. Or else,
What do you eat for protein?
oh, like maybe take it upon yourself to do a challenge and only eat meat for a month. Yeah, the
Only eat
carnivore
meat
diet
for a
is
month?
what they call it. Yes.
What about only eating shit? That's my time! Give it up for Suga. I just ate shit. JoshCap.com with a K on Instagram.
Josh Cap or Kaplan?
Just Cap.
Just Cap. Hey, but he's not a cap. And let me say, don't nobody move for your headliner tonight. I haven't seen him for a minute. You have to see the comedy of the one and only GQ. Let's do this!
I just wrote some shit the other day, so I'm gonna test this out. Well, looking at the demographic, most of the black people have left. So. But anyway, how many of y'all live in the hood? I didn't think so. I used to live in the hood. I had to get the fuck out. Not because it's dangerous and it's gang infested. I couldn't get no pussy. Bitches were scared to come to my neighborhood. For real, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that the neighborhood was so bad until I started going out on dates. They were like, oh, where you live at? I'm like, oh, I live in South LA. They were like, where is South? What's your cross streets? Like, by far, that was the worst question a woman could ask me. Because they all was giving, like, similar reactions. I was like, I stay off of Imperial and Central. And they would be like, ooh, shit. I went on a date with this Asian chick, and she was like, God damn. I said, bitch, you just got to America. What the fuck do you know about the hood?
Right.
But not all women was like that. There was some that was like, shit, I don't give a fuck where you live at. I'm not missing my dick appointment. Even if I do got to catch a straight bullet. I was like, shit, that's what I'm talking about, shawty. Come to the hood so I can drop this dick off in you. So where I lived at was technically LA. It was technically LA, but I was right on the border of Watts. Like I lived down the street from all the projects that y'all see in LA hood movies and TV shows like Snowfall, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, Straight Outta Compton. Here's a fun fact. The restaurant where Suge Knight ran over that dude and killed him, it wasn't too far from where I lived at. It's true, man. The Crip House was 3 doors down. The nicest group of gentlemen. They never bothered me once. The Ghetto Bird, who would fly every day. White people, the Ghetto Bird is the helicopter that them puss-ass police be using to find people. And there was crackheads too, because it's the hood. But with all of that going on, my biggest problem was the chickens. Yeah, I said that right. Chickens dead smack in the middle of the ghetto. And if you're from LA, you already know who them chickens belong to. The Mexicans. There was Mexicans that lived behind me on the left and on the right side, and both of them had chickens. They wasn't even free-range chickens either. They was stuck in the coop all day and all night. All I heard was, go, 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 go. I started to call Pete on those motherfuckers, but I ain't no snitch. Yeah. I grew up in Kentucky. My neighbors had dogs, cats, hamsters, and shit. But I started doing better in life, and I needed a new car, so I bought me a Benz. People said, you gonna have that nice-ass car in your neighborhood? I said, hell yeah. The Crips ain't gonna let nothing happen to that shit. I told y'all before, they was the nicest group of people. But eventually, I got tired of jacking off all the time, and I needed more living space, so I moved to West Hollywood. If you didn't know, West Hollywood is the gayest fucking neighborhood in all of greater Los Angeles. Some would even say it's a culture shock. There's rainbow flags, drag queens, Trader Joe's, and Karens. I fucking hate them. And it's Hollywood, so those crackheads too.
Okay.
I found this dope ass spot. Had like 30-foot vaulted ceilings. It has an upstairs loft that overlooks the living room. I named it the Love Loft. My pussy dry ended when I moved to the Love Loft. It did. But I was thinking, like, the universe is funny. Because I lived in a neighborhood where I had to look over my shoulder to make sure nobody would bust a cap in my black ass. To living in a neighborhood where I got to look over my shoulder to make sure nobody wants to fuck me up my black ass. Thank you. That was that one. But yeah, they say that black people have ghetto and hood names. And to an extent that is true. But they ain't got shit on rich white Hollywood people. They give their kids some fucked up names. As y'all know, the Hollywood strike is going on. So this executive, he threw this barbecue. So I got invited, and there was like all these celebrities and shit. And I was just like, how the fuck did I get here? And I'm praying that I don't get kicked out. So I'm just chilling doing me, and the executive and his little producer homeboy started walking towards me. I said, I'm about to get kicked the fuck out. But they knew who I was. The dude, he was like, oh man, I love you on your podcast. You are so funny. And I took my time to shoot my shot. I said, well shit, since you think I'm so funny, put me in the movie, motherfucker. And they both started laughing. So then this little kid and this golden doodle walked up on us. And the executive, he said, hey, Trooper. Me being a dog person, I was like, Trooper, what's up, buddy? Hey, he was a good boy. And then there was a tap on my shoulder. And I turned around, and the little kid said, I'm Trooper. And he proceeds to tell me his full government name. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm hoping his daddy will still put me in the movie. So I look at the dog, and his name tag said Antonio. How the fuck did the dog get a human name and the human didn't? So I look at who I thought was Trooper and shit, and I was just like, okay, what's up, Antonio? Antonio, who's a good boy? And Antonio just laid there. So I looked at the producer. I said, is this motherfucker deaf? He said, you're not saying his name right. Antino. I said, it's Antonio. He said, his name is Antonio. With an accent and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Antonio! He got all perked up. I said, this little fucking bougie white ass dog. Fuck you. So later on in the afternoon, I see Trooper walking around. I said, hey Trooper, come here boy. Your Uncle GQ, I got some life advice for you. I said, Trooper, I hope you know how to fight or you grow up to be a superb athlete. Because if not, you gonna be in rehab crying in group therapy about how you got bullied your whole fucking life. I've always said white people care more about animals and peoples, and that fucking executive proved me right. Even his kid, how the fuck is your dog gonna be named Antonio with an accent and your fucking white ass son is named Trooper? But that's all I have for y'all, because my throat hurts.
Where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at GCUE502, or you can look on any major platform podcast, and you can find me on the Fresh podcast. That's Fresh with 3 H's. Fresh. Thank you.
I'm just glad you didn't drop the mic because I can't go through that. Okay, guys. You guys are watching, I know. It's been a great night, and I want to thank you guys so much. I want to give it up for Mr. Ham, and of course, your comedy concert, Samantha, and all of you. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are. Come on down to the LA School of Comedy, get some podcasting done, get your Instagram set up, whatever you need, old people. I know what it's like. What else was I supposed to say?
Well, no, until you take the page to the stage.
Who's next?
No, page to the stage.
Oh, yeah, we're going to take it from the page to the stage. That's right. Follow me at Sunday Live, and good night.